welcome to my live stream. Today is not going to be an exceptionally long video. I tried to do one yesterday, but something happened and I ended up thinking I was broadcasting for like 2 hours and didn't even get a second up, which was kind of heartbreaking, but whatever. I'll get past that. So yeah. What you didn't see in my broadcast last night is I was actually doing pretty decent with this car in sport mode, so I'm going to get some laps done. Looks like I'm probably going to get about 2, hopefully more, and try to get a decent qualifying. I'm aiming for a 217. If I can get a 216, that'll get me up into the top 10 worldwide. I was getting about a 220 last night, so 4 seconds to cut off is quite a bit, but I feel like I could have been a lot faster, so let's see what we can do here. I am using traction control on 1, just because the torque on this car is a little bit snappy, and I've proven to get a little bit faster lap time, at least for the time being, with it. I was using it on 2 and getting some pretty good times, but I just felt like it was restricting too much of my power, so this is what it is for now. Big shout out to everybody in the VTP room. It's a great community. Stands for Vinny's Test Pilots, ran by BMW 325i Vinny. Shout out to you, homie. Also shout out to Dragon with a J, Ali V8, and I think his name's V123 Moto. I could be wrong on that, but shout out to you too, homie, and everyone else in the VTP. You guys really add a different aspect to this game when we're in that room, because it goes from sportsmanship to just pure chaos and mayhem. Oh, there's a 220.2. I think it's actually a new record for me. I also noticed if you can get past a 218, at least with everyone in my driver class at the moment, you can pretty much guarantee yourself to be in top 3 positions at the beginning of the race, which is nice. I have noticed that a lot of people use the Megan racing car, the GF4 obviously, since that's the regulation of this race. A lot of the people in the top 10 are using that car. I think all of the top 6 times when I checked last night were with the Megan trophy, so I don't know. I tried it, I didn't really like it, but I've never really been a front-wheel drive fan. It looks like I'm pulling ahead of myself there. That's not good. Well, I tried to late brake on myself and I already late braked. Alright, so it looks like we're going to be qualifying with 220.203, which is okay, we can handle that. Yeah, it looks like this lap wasn't particularly faster than the other one anyway. But no, I mean, I think that's good enough time. All the races I did last night, I ended up in the top 10 out of 16, which isn't great, but it's at least a good enough starting position to get you back up into the podium, which is all I'm really shooting for. I don't even really care about winning sport races, as nice as that would be. I just want to be getting some decent times in there for now, until I can get myself going faster, and then maybe get into the FIA races. But the other thing is, I gotta be a little bit of a cleaner driver than I am, because I am a little bit bumpy and pushy at times. I will admit it. Alright, here we go. What the hell is going on with my vape? I love that little Rasta outfit I got going for my guy. It's chill. You need to get a different helmet on him, but this is chill for now. Okay, let's see. That got me into 8th. So yeah, like I said, you can generally get into the top 4 positions off of that pretty easily. And actually, surprising, no one's using the Amiga in here. Now, I've noticed everybody that uses the Hurricane, for the most part, if they know how to drive it, they can get pretty high up there in the rankings. If you look at number 4 on the grid there, they're using the Hurricane, but I just don't like the feel of that car so much, you know? Alright, so we're going to get into the warm-up, keep my skills sharp until the race starts. Come on. Obviously there's not enough time to put out a lap, but there is enough time to keep the feel for the car sharp, which is what we're really aiming for here. Now I may be switching back up to traction control on number 2 just because once I start racing around other people, I tend to feel the pressure, so to say. Not even gonna worry about him right now because we are in practice mode, doesn't really matter. Looks like I got a pull on the GTR. That's the other reason I'm using the Vantage. It seems to pull ahead of some of the big hitters. Not saying the Vantage isn't a big hitter itself, it's just not quite as often used. God damn it. Fuck you, bro. Seriously? No wonder you're in this shitty rank like me. This is the other thing too, is a lot of the people in the same ranking, they're not honestly trying, and I'm still trying to figure out how I ended up in this ranking myself. I think it's honestly from going off track and just my general sliding style and getting a little more slide in there. Alright. I got bumped down to 11th. That's a 2:14. Oh, wow. I think the times got shifted a bit. Okay, so I gotta cut 6 seconds off. Part of the thing that makes it difficult to get your rating up is when you don't play all day every day, and that's what I see a lot. Is a lot of times it seems like Gran Turismo players are disability, retired veterans, what have you, and they spend all their free time doing this, which I'm not going to necessarily condone, because I spend a lot of my free time doing it. I just don't have that much free time with work and stuff, but oh, wow, what did I do to myself? Move it, Subi. you. See what I mean? It seems like people in my class aren't making any effort for sportsmanship. Like, yeah, I tapped him a couple times. But he's got to turn around and try and pull a pit maneuver on me? Whatever, drop your own rating. I fucked up the braking there. "13th place is not okay in my book. I am very disappointed in my performance at the moment. A 2:38? Oh man. Oh, hell no, with the Bugatti getting ahead of me. Fucking A. Would have made it perfectly past him if he didn't try and fucking cut the apex on me just as I was getting in him. Part of the reason I think all of you should have a rear view mirror. Because even if you're not really paying attention to your rear view mirror, you still see the shape coming up behind you. Even if it's in your peripheral and you're paying no attention. Okay, 2:22 during the race isn't too bad, but being that for the most part I was undisturbed throughout the race, it's too bad. Oh, fuck myself up. Go away. I don't want to worry about you. Don't flash your headlights at me, man. Oh my hell, dude. Thanks. I really needed that. got a penalty. No. First penalty of the race. Not cool. Not cool. Okay, what we'll do is we'll overslow for this. There we go. Oh man, 13th place. I'm really disappointed in my performance on this race. Oh, fuck me. Man, no one even penaltied themselves below where I was. That's disappointing. I kind of hate myself for the way I performed during that race. Yeah. Well, the same fuck I was hating during the practice. Okay. Of course. Wow, I can't believe I did that badly. Okay, we are going to take a short intermission. Got a couple things right here to take care of. It's going to be like 2-3 minutes. 2-3 minutes tops. Okay, 2 or 3 minutes. In the meantime, what do we do for the meantime? For my American viewers, let's see. No one wants to know about Ford. The fuck is this? Oh, they only got a Vision GT car. That looks awesome. The stats on it are underwhelming, but it looks awesome. That's what's important, right? Legendary 2-time F1 champion, 2-time Indy champion. Well then. Let's go Chevy channel. Oh, that's right. It's not going to let me stream this. Okay. Man, I don't have a timeline for that. Go to the Jaguar Museum. Their main thing. Darwin releases On the Origin of Species, 1859. Abraham Lincoln becomes President of the United States in 1861. Arrival of the four-wheel gasoline-powered car in 1886. So cars as we know it since 1886. Guys, that's not a particularly long time. That's only a little over 100 years. And in that time, we've made huge advances. But think about that for just a moment. A little over 100 years. And we have all types of sports based around cars. We have a whole car community worldwide, manufacturer communities, regional communities, whatever. Everyone has their preference here. And this all came about in a little over 100 years. Let's fast forward to a little bit more of car history, okay? Pneumatic tires in 1888. Pneumatic tires as in airfield. Okay? Steel-wheeled car unveiled at the Paris Expo, 1889. (1891), the forerunner of rear-wheel drive, gasoline-powered automobile arrives in America, 1892. Diesel engine is invented in 1893. World's first automobile race in 94. Okay, here it is. 1894. From what was it? 1860 or 1889, something like that. Pneumatic tires. Okay, 86. And then we get to 94, and we're already having a race. That's not even 10 years, guys. A 1,200-kilometer round-trip race. Automobiles the following year. The very first truck the year after that. Guys, you're seeing a pattern here, right? The electric taxi. Okay, no, come on, guys. The electric taxi is officially invented in 1897, and yet only now are we getting to the point where seeing an electric car on the road is completely normal. Let that sink in. The airship with an engine. Auto racing gets underway. That doesn't make much sense. I guess that's when it started to gain popularity. Dr. Porsche's electric car. I'll let you read this one for a moment. Okay, so this is going to be my new rant, because this is one that's, god damn, we've had this for so long. 1900. Okay, so 117 years ago, we have the second documented case of an electric car being invented. The second. Now, I know there's disadvantages to electric cars. There is. You can't do as much with them. But at the same time, you can do so much more, and Tesla has proved that. Now, why is it that almost 120 years after this, our second entry of electric cars, we still don't have electric cars going down the road that you see every day? Because I see Teslas pretty often, but it's still not every day. And I live in a decently progressive community, so the fact that I don't see them every day is a little bit concerning. So, mass production begins. The founding of Oldsmobile in 1900. Fine company. Now that's an example of a company that knows how to make a car. Victory in an electric car. Guys, here's the electric car for a third time. We haven't even gotten through 20 years of four-wheel drive, of a four-wheeled car history. Andrew L. Riker lived from 1868 to 1930. American wins the first 50-mile automobile race held in America. The Riker machine, which runs the race in just 2 hours, 3 minutes, 30 seconds, is an electric car. Even better, advent of electronic race cars. The electronic race cars La Jamais Cantante is made. I probably butchered that name. The driver, Camille Giannazzi, born in Belgium, also known as the Red Devil, sets the land speed record at just over 62 miles per hour. Guys, again, electric car outbeating the petroleum cars. Why? Well, electric cars... Oh, hold up. What up, my mom? I was just grabbing a shirt. Pretty decent. I got some good stuff. Yeah? You try. I'll turn this off. I'm live streaming. I was just having a rant about
That guy was done.
Sorry for the intermission. This concludes today's broadcast. Thank you for tuning in.